In the last video, we have seen the performance of short transmission line. In that, we have seen how to draw the phasor diagram for the lagging power factor and the unity power factor of the load. So today we'll see how to draw the phasor diagram for the leading power factor of the load. So we are considering this equivalent circuit. So the R and L, that is inductance, both are connected in series, and here there is no shunt path. The capacitance effects are negligible, so the current Is will be equal to IR, will be equal to your load current I. So for the phasor diagram, first I am taking this VR as a reference here. So the VR I have taken as a reference, so I have drawn a line, that is a OA. Next I have to draw the load current. So here we are considering it as a leading power factor. So the load current I leads this VR voltage by an angle, it is a pi r here. So this is your load current. So that is OB is nothing but it is a current I. So next one I have to draw the voltage drop in the resistance. So the voltage drop in the resistances, it is I into R, it is in phase with the current. So I am drawing a line parallel to your phasor, that is a current phasor, that is a OB is nothing but your I. So I am drawing a line parallel to this one. So if you are drawing, I am getting this is a phasor AC. So this is your resistive drop. So next one I have to draw the voltage drop in the reactance. So voltage drop in the reactance, that is I consider the phasor as it is CD. So this one, it leads this current by an angle 90 degree. So that means I have to draw a line perpendicular to the current phasor, that is a OB. So if a line, if I am drawing, so it should make an angle 90 degree. So this is CD is nothing but your voltage drop in the reactance. So here if you are adding this resistive drop and the inductive drop, you will get the total impedance, that is the phasor I represent by AD. So that is your IZ. So now we have to draw what is VS. If you want to find out the VS, that is VR plus this IR drop plus I into X, that is a reactive drop. If you are adding, we'll get what is your VS. So here this is your VR and this is your IZ. So if you are adding here, we'll get what is your VS here. So VS is equal to VR plus I into Z. So now here the current I leads this voltage VS by an angle, it is a pi s here. So next one, the del is nothing but is a phase displacement between these two voltage. So this is your phasor diagram for the leading power factor of the load. So from this phasor diagram, I am considering the right angle triangle, that is a ODH. So this ODH, from this we can I can find out what is your VS. So here it is OD square equal to, that is OH square plus HD square. So here is the OH, we can write it as it is a OK plus KH we can write. Similarly we want HD. So we want this one. So it is CH minus it is CD. If you are subtracting, we'll get what is your HD. So OK is nothing but what, this is your OK. So this VR will be, it is resolved into two components, that is VR into cos phi r, another one is VR into sin phi r. So this is OK is nothing but VR into, it is a cos phi r, and here is KH. So KH, this it is parallel to here. So that is AC. So that is IR. So we can write it is I into R, and again here it is a CH. So CH is nothing but this one. So this one is, it is parallel to, it is KA. So this is nothing but your VR into sin phi R minus it is CD. So CD is nothing but your reactive drop, that is a I into X. So in that we are getting it is a VOD is nothing but it is a VS. So it is a VS square. So from that we can find out what is VS. VS is nothing but root of this term, or we can write it as 1 by 2. Next one, we have to find out what is sending in power factor, that is a cos pi s. So cos pi s can be found out by, that is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So here we are getting, that is a OH divided by, it is a OD. So OH we can write it is OK plus KH. So OK is nothing but it is a VR into cos phi r plus IR divided by, here it is a OD is nothing but it is a VS. So next one, alternative expression for VS using the complex algebra. So here we can use a complex notation and we can find out. So here VR we are taken as a reference here. So here VR is, we can write it as a VR plus J0. Similarly here, that is IR will be equal to I. So the current I leads this voltage here VR by an angle, it is a pi r. So we can write I is nothing but I equal to, that is I modulus of I into e to the power of, it is j pi r. So e to the power of j theta we can write cos theta plus j sin theta. According to this one we can write I into cos phi r plus j I into sin phi r. So again sending end voltage Vs will be equal to, that is Vr plus the drop, that is a total impedance, that is I into Z. So Z is nothing but R plus jx. So if you are substituting here, that is Vs equal to Vr is nothing but it is Vr plus j0, and here it is I is nothing but I into cos phi r plus j I into sin phi r, and here it is Z is nothing but R plus jx. So if you are multiplying this two term, so we can separate the real value and we can separate the imaginary value. So we are getting this is your Vs, correct? So in Vs we can write in terms of root of, if you are writing this we have to take square of this term, and if you are taking the root, so the square and the root will get cancelled, will get, that is Vs equal to, this is Vr plus Ir into cos phi r minus Ix into sin phi r plus j into Ir into sin phi r plus Ix into cos phi r. So next one we got to find out the sending and power factor. So the cos pi s we can write, the pi s is nothing but from this phasor diagram we can write that is a pi r minus del. So here del is nothing but it is a tan inverse of imaginary part divided by real part. So this is your imaginary part, that is Ir into cos phi r plus Ix into cos phi r, and real part is nothing but it is Vr plus Ir into cos phi r minus Ix into sin phi r. So next one we got to find out the voltage regulation. So regulation will be already, regulation is equal to, that is no load at the receiving end voltage minus full load at the receiving end voltage divided by full load at the receiving end voltage into 100. So for the short transmission line, when the load is removed, that is a no load condition, so your VNL is nothing but it is a voltage at no load will be equal to your Vs. So similarly at full load, so voltage at the full load will be equal to your Vr. So we can write percentage of regulation will be equal to Vs minus Vr divided by Vr into 100. So from this we are writing the approximate formula for the regulation for the lagging and the leading power factor. So we know what is our sending approximate expression for the sending end voltage in lagging and the leading power factor. So if you are substituting here, the Vs is, we can write it as a Vr plus Ir into cos phi r plus I into sin phi r minus Vr. So the Vr plus Vr will get cancelled. So we'll get the term Ir into cos phi r plus Ix into sin phi r divided by Vr. So this is for lagging power factor. Similarly for the leading power factor, if you are substituting Vs is, this is the term. So this Vr and minus Vr will get cancelled, will get, this is the term. This is for leading power factor. And the transmission efficiency we can write it is a PR divided by PS. It is a power receiving end power divided by sending end power into 100. So the receiving end power we can write it is a VR IR cos phi r, and sending end power we can write Vs Is into cos phi s. So here it is Is equal to IR equal to I. So we are substituting I here. So this again the sending end power we can write in terms of receiving end power plus losses. So here in all the term I is there, so it will get cancelled. So we'll get the term, it is VR cos pi r divided by VR cos pi r plus IR into 100. So this is your transmission efficiency. So next one is the general network constant. So generalized circuit constant of a transmission line. So here this is a two-port network. So in the two-port network, it having a 4 terminal, that is 2 on the input side and 2 on the output side. So the input it is sending in current and sending in voltage, and receiving end side we are taking in the other side if you are taking receiving in current and the receiving end voltage. So here is we can say this is your generalized equation. So that is Vs equal to A into Vr plus B into Ir, and Is equal to C into Vr plus D into Ir. So this, from this we can come to know that the sending end voltage and the sending end current that can be expressed in terms of receiving end voltage and the receiving end current. So through some set of parameters, so that is nothing but we can say it is a ABCD parameters. So this is your generalized equation, so you have to remember. So we know what is Vs is a sending end voltage, Is is a sending end current, and Vr is a receiving end voltage, and Ir is a receiving end current. So here we have to find out what is A, B, C and D. So A, B, C and D is nothing but your generalized circuit constant of the transmission line. So So here A and D are dimensionless quantity, and B are represented by ohms, and C will be represented by it is a mho. So here we can check the condition. If A equal to D, we can say if you are getting it is equal, then your network is a symmetrical. And another one we have to check, if you are checking the condition AD minus BC, if you are getting the values 1, so your network is it is a reciprocal network. This is the ABCD constant for the short transmission line. We know for the short transmission line, the effect of capacitance are negligible, and again we are taking only the series impedance, that is R and XL. So here the sending end voltages, that is Vs equal to, that is VR plus this drop, that is IR into Z. So similarly here, that is sending end current is Is will be equal to, it is IR here. So if using this equation, we can compare with your generalized ABCD parameter. So that is Vs equal to, that is A into VR plus B into IR, and Is equal to C into VR plus D into IR. So if you are comparing with your equation, so equation, that is A will be equal to, here it is a 1, right? Again B value will be, here it is Z. And again C value, if you are comparing, it is C into VR. Here VR term is not there, so C values it is 0. So if I am comparing this one, so here D is nothing but here equal to, it is a 1. So we are getting that A as a 1, B equal to Z, C equal to 0, and D equal to 1. So if I are checking here, A equal to D, both are equal, so we can say the network is a symmetrical. And if I are checking the condition AD minus BC, if I are getting the values 1, the network is reciprocal. If I are checking A value is 1 and D value is also 1, and B values is Z and C value is 0, so we are getting it is 1. So the network is a reciprocal network. So this is the ABCD constant for short transmission line.